Hey everybody, I'm JJ, you're watching Reality Survival, and today I want to go over what I would say is like a minimum 24-hour kind of survival kit. Specifically, the kind of use that I have in mind with this is, when you're hiking 2 to 4 or 5 miles, kind of close to where you normally live, in an area that you're pretty familiar with, and that kind of what the traffic is and that kind of thing, the terrain, all that kind of stuff. So sort of a minimum required kit. This is definitely not something that, is like a bug out bag or anything like that. This is just sort of you're expecting it's like a day trip, a day hiking trip. You're not expecting any problems, but you want to have some stuff just in case. I happen to live in New Hampshire, so I've got some stuff to deal with bears and stuff like that. So we'll go into that. This is in 2 parts. So the first part is this pack right here, which is a Camelback Lobo. And then the second part is a leather Fanny Pack right here, and that's what I carry my weapon and some stuff like that in it. We'll get into each one of these. So with that, let's go ahead and just get into this. I guess this is a 3-liter 100-ounce Camelback. It's got the sort of the new tip on it, so it's a little bit more comfortable and easy to use. We'll just start with the outside pocket here, and several little items in here. Nothing too cosmic or anything like that. But we've got an Adventure Medical Kit bivy, just in case we had to, shelter overnight or something like that. If I think for me, knowing my own issues, is I have a fairly weak left ankle. When I was in Afghanistan, I ended up spraining it really, really bad, and so I have re-sprained it like 8 times since then, and it just over and over and over just keeps getting sprained. And so it's not real weak, or it's not real strong. It's very weak. And so I could see a scenario where it would be possible that I could like break an ankle or get a really bad sprain, and I'd have to stay overnight or whatever until somebody found me or something. That's like worst case scenario of something that is probable. So we went ahead and threw that in there, threw the bivy in there just in case. I do also have, because I'm a former SEER instructor, I always have to have a way to build a fire. Not that I would probably need one unless it was in the fall or something, or in the early spring, but I do have a little magnesium fire starter. It's got a ferro rod here and then magnesium here. It also has a a thermometer and a button compass, and then a little signal mirror reflective area, and the striker. I have a video on that one from a long time ago if you want to see that. Let's see. So we do have some aqua tabs just in case I was to have to get some more water. I can't imagine that I would run out of 3 liters of water on a short trip like that, but just in case. And then I have this pretty cool little razor blade holder, I guess is the what you would call it. It's just kind of this little tool for holding a razor blade. So to give a good little cutting device. It has a Phillips head screwdriver on it and a bottle opener and some other things, but mostly just another way to carry a sharp little blade with it's very lightweight. So that's kind of what I was going for on this, is just a very lightweight kit with a lot of capability. So the next thing here is a little Exotac. This is, I don't know how many yards of duct tape, quite a few. Duct tape can be used for, for cuts and stuff like that. It's also got some cordage here on this end, a little Kevlar cord. And then it also has a needle in the middle as well. So sort of an equipment repair kit. Not that I would ever need that, but I throw this in here as the duct tape can be used for like I said, for cuts and stuff like that, just to cover it up until you get home. It could also be used to help out with my ankle, which I have a brace that I'll show you here in a second in case I need to make that brace any tighter. So, and then the duct tape can also be used as tinder for starting a fire as well. And we've got just a very small little old school Boy Scout knife, little Victorinox Boy Scout knife, nothing too special. It's got the little tweezers and the toothpick and, you know, all that, just your basic Boy Scout knife. Alright, then I have a little pill container, and inside the pill container I have some ibuprofen tablets, again, in case I sprain my ankle, because that's possible. And then we have a little flashlight. So I don't remember, I want to say it's real bright. It's a little rechargeable flashlight. I want to say it's like 900 lumens or something like that. Now it doesn't have a hugely long timeline, but it does have this little area light, which is kind of cool, and you could just use it sitting here, and it's a lot lower draw, and it lasts quite a long time. So I thought that was kind of neat. Kind of points out the front, and has a little side area light as well. And it can just go on a keychain, and it's rechargeable. It's got a little lithium-ion battery in there, and so I think this is a cool little EDC flashlight. I've carried it in my pocket for a little while as well. Okay, then we've got a compass, Sun 2 compass. Also has a signal mirror inside of there, and you know, just a good compass all the way around. Not that I would probably need it, again, because I know the area, but why not? Worst case scenario. Okay, so that is it for that one. Then on the side here I have a rolled up 42-gallon contractor trash bag. This could be turned into a poncho very quickly, very easily. Just kind of throw it over the top of you. No big deal. You could also use it, you know, for keeping warm at night or something like that if you had to. And there's nothing else on that side. So now we'll go to the middle pocket. And there's not much in this one. We've got supposedly this is the loudest whistle in the world. I don't know if it really is or not. It's called the Hyper whistle, and I picked it up off of Amazon, and it is loud. Oh God, I didn't even blow on it very hard. It's very loud. They say it could be heard like 3 miles, or something like that, which is all the way back to my house from pretty much where I would be going. And then I have this ankle brace. This is the ankle brace that I've used multiple times whenever I've ended up having a sprain, and so I could put that on there, get that nice and tight. I could wrap up some extra duct tape on there if it was really bad, and I could probably get home on that. So there's that, and that's it. And I think that's all in this kit. Yep, that's it for that. So, and just a real quick look, if you have an interest in it. I like this Lobo Camelback. It has a sort of a mesh flow. It rides very well when you're walking. It's got the chest strap on it, like I said, and it's just got the hose. I mean, it's really nothing too special. It's got a nice big opening for filling it up and all that. So it's really just a nice little Camelback, and I like wearing it. Okay, so for the other half, maybe this is embarrassing for some, carrying a fanny pack like an old man. I'm getting up there in age though, so that's the way it is, I guess. We do have, like I said, I live in New Hampshire here, and we do have black bears out in the area. Now, notice this is not bear spray. This is just a can of Phoenix pepper gel, and the reason that I'm carrying this is bears. Yeah, you could use it on bears for sure if they came in, but mostly dogs for the neighborhood and stuff, because I'm fairly new in the neighborhood. But it could work for either. Now, obviously, you don't really want a bear if it's charging at you. You don't want to have to use something like this. So chances are, if I was being charged by a bear, I would probably opt for the pistol instead. Now, in the pistol, I have a little trigger guard. over the pistol. This is just a Smith & Wesson Shield. It's not the Plus, so it's just the single stack, magazine. The chamber is empty right now, and it fits. This weapon fits nicely inside this little fanny pack here, and then I put the little trigger guard over it, and I have the lanyard for the trigger guard basically around the waist strap, so that way when I pull it out, it disconnects it and it's ready to go. Okay, let's see, I'll just lay that down there. Now I've only got a couple other things in here. So I have an Ontario Rat 1 knife, just an old, beater knife, like for $30 or something like that, but just in case if I needed it for whatever. And then a soft T tourniquet. I believe that's the soft T. I believe that's what they're called, or the soft tourniquet. Excuse me, I always get those messed up. I got this one from Jase Medical. This is a great little tourniquet. I think these are probably the best ones on the market. I like these a little better than the North American Rescue ones, but they're both good. But anyhow, and like I said, then the pepper spray, and that's it. That's all I'm carrying. So it's really not very much weight at all. Especially when you're splitting it up between the fanny pack and the Camelback, you really don't notice anything hardly. I wear the fanny pack up under my t-shirt. I wear some really bright t-shirts that are like neon orange or fuchsia kind of green, and I'll put the fanny pack up underneath the shirt so nobody can really even see that I'm carrying it or anything like that. You're not going to get a real fast draw like that, but I mean, we're not you're probably going to have some notice. Bears don't normally just charge out of the bushes and attack you. You're normally going to see something or hear something or whatever the case may be. Or if they do charge at you, they're probably just going to do a bump and then keep going. So, abundance of caution kind of things. Really, probably not any reason to worry too much about it. But that's what I've got. I had somebody ask to see what I'm carrying. This is kind of the minimum recommended thing that I've got for my area. Again, I'm only going to be, maybe 3 miles from the house, maybe a little more if I was to go longer, but not too far. So that's sort of the kit. Did I forget anything? Let me know in the comments down below if I forgot something. I got some room left in here. I could add a little bit more if I needed to. But I don't think so. We've got the signaling covered. We've got the shelter covered as an emergency. We've got some fire starting, some tinder. We've got cutting implements. We've got lights. We've got self-defense. I think that's about it. There's no food in here, but again, you're talking 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, something like that. You're not going to need any food, and I have the ability to purify some more water if I needed to, but that seems very unlikely. But that didn't take up any space or weight, so what the heck. But anyhow, I hope you guys found that interesting. I think this would be the minimum kit that you would need for kind of a day hype survival kit kind of thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to live 6 P's. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe.